Got people everywhere doing something for 4th of July. Very few people take the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because they have an event so big, one day cannot contain it. Miss Dede is here. Hi, Miss Dede.
Hello.
How are you, hon?
Great. How are you?
Oh, I'm so good. By the way, before we jump into this, I love hearing your spot play on the air that you came in and recorded the other day. Yeah. Getting pretty darn good, Miss Dede.
It gets easier and easier every time I do it.
That's right. And the more you come in, like we just talking, we're just hanging out here. We're just having a good time. So coming up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Stone County Event Center in Galena is the 4th annual Ranch Rodeo and Bull Ride. Miss Dede, tell us a little bit about this event.
Oh, it just gets bigger and bigger every year. So we start off Friday with on the 4th with the mini bulls, mini buckers, and what that is like you'll see a 2-year-old on a big 1,500-pound bull.
So awesome.
And it's called walk trot, but it is cool. Okay. So that is 18 and under, and that's the youth bulls, and with all the way from calf riding to steer riding to mini bulls or mini junior bulls and senior bulls. And then we have our famous old mutton busting at 6:00. Entries are open for that, or you can enter when you get there. You do have to, mom and dad have to sign a liability form.
Okay.
And then at 7:00, we start with the big bulls.
The big bull.
The big bull.
That's right. So that's 7:00. That is Friday night. That's 4th of July. Y'all are kicking off right. Like, this is a big event. And you got folks coming from all over, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's pretty fun.
Call-ins are tonight, so we'll kind of have an idea of how many, but we're expecting a pretty big turnout. And then we finish it off with fireworks after the last bull bucks.
Well, how about that? You're never supposed to ask a question that you don't know to the answer to. So I'm glad that you volunteered that information, because it stopped me from having to ask you.
Yeah, I think I forgot to put it on the flyer, but hey, we'll do fireworks.
That's exactly all right. Excellent. I'll add that to my list. Fireworks. All right. So Saturday the 5th. The Shodeo is at 9 a.m. What is the Shodeo?
So a Shodeo, in my opinion, is where it all starts. Again, it's kids, it's people of all ages. We start with lead line. If they're not comfortable, they get led out around the events. And then it goes to Pee Wee, Buckaroo, Junior, and Adult divisions. And they're of all aspects, from walk to run to non-competitive to competitive, and it's just a fun way for the equine industry to get people involved. Awesome.
I like that. So it is very much a show to. It's a pretty horse parade, essentially.
No.
Okay.
It's speed events. They do poles, barrels, flags, barrel weave. The speed barrel, and I mean they're getting it, but they're running for points all year long. And we have a Shodeo once a month, and it's a saddle series, so they're running for year-end awards, and it's a lot of fun. We just had one last Saturday, and we always have one on the morning of the 4th of July. The 4th of July
rodeo event, the Shodeo.
Activities.
That's awesome. So that's at 9 a.m. And then more mutton busting at 6:00 Saturday night, and then the Ranch Rodeo at 7:00. What's that?
So a Ranch Rodeo is a 4-man team. Right now we have about 18 teams entered, and I mean I think there's 2 from Oklahoma, there's 1 from Texas. They come from all around, and these guys, this is what they do. They'll do branding, they'll do mugging, they'll do doctoring and trailer loading. And it's what these cowboys do on an everyday, when they're working on their ranch or on their farm. They have to get the cattle up.
That is awesome.
So it's a speed thing, and who can do it the fastest, and the team they have the 4 events, and then they win buckles and a whole lot of cash.
Oh, that is so awesome. That is at 7:00 Saturday night. And then Sunday, 9 a.m., the obstacle course.
The obstacle challenge is, and we have a youth and an adult class.
Okay.
And there's a 15 obstacle that they compete in, and we have a judge that judge them, and then again, there's buckles and added money.
Oh, that's so awesome. And then at 1:00, the grand finale, the Youth Ranch Rodeo.
Yes, that's always fun. That's kind of new that we've started. The Youth Ranch Rodeo is 18 and under, 4-man teams, cap it at 60 years old. So you add all 4 of those kids up, and they have to be under 60.
Oh, I gotcha.
To keep it fair,
Yeah, okay.
So, and that's
pretty
fun. Yeah.
So, Miss Dede, how important is it for you? I noticed here all 3 days you've got something for the young kids to do. How important is it to not only get those kids involved, but to make sure that they keep rodeoing? That's how you pass traditions on,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. So I can encourage anyone that has kids that has any interest, bring them out. Guaranteed, if they want to ride a horse this weekend, we can get them on a horse. If they want to go back to the back pens and see what's going on, be there Friday at 4.
That's so awesome. Listen, this Stone County Event Center, it is awesome. It is nestled snugly in Galena, Missouri. It says Galena, but it's not really. Like, you ain't got to drive all the way out to Galena. It's a Galena address, but it's not really in Galena.
No, we're 2 miles off of 13 and 160.
Yeah. And it's a great place. It is awful pretty out there as well. And, you might be thinking to yourself, well, Josh, this event starts at 4, and this one starts at 7, and this one starts at 9 a.m., and then the next one starts at 6, and this and that. What are we going to do in between? Well, I'll tell you, there's a nice big air-conditioned place down there where you can go sit down and get you a nice mouthful to eat.
We got full concessions. We have a new gazebo.
Do you
so
really?
You can sit in the shade.
Awesome.
Yes. And I have bought, I think, 1,000 water balloons because we have campers. If you want to come out and camp, you're more than welcome. We got showers and bathrooms. We do have a little bit of downtime, but not much because we have to prep the arena.
That's right.
And my husband James is solid working all the time.
What a super cool cat. I'm glad you brought him up, right? Because I was going to. He does so much. Yeah. I probably heard him say like 10 words the whole time I know him, right? He's always looking. He's always ready to work and do something. You need that if you're going to make an event center like this go.
Yeah. It's a good thing he retired.
Poor fella. I bet he wishes there were days he could go right back to work. Miss Dede, what's your website? How can folks find out more information?
So we can be found, our website is stonecountyeventcenter.com.
Okay.
Or on our Facebook page, which is Stone County Event Center. If you have any questions at all, you can message us on there. Or my cell phone is 417-239-5934. Or call downtown Texaco.
Yeah, just call downtown Texaco. Right. Literally, I have to pass that place twice a day. Once coming to work and then once going home for work. And I always look and I'm like, oh, there's Miss Dede and them. I wonder what they're doing in there. Probably working on cars and doing stuff like that. So look, coming up this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 4th annual Ranch Rodeo Bull Ride at Stone County Event Center. And I would be remiss a little bit later on this month. Y'all doing the tractor pull again? Is that right?
Yeah, that's where you guys come in.
If
y'all want to see something fun, you just got to come out and watch Josh Clark on a garden tractor.
Let me tell you something, man. Like, we went out there really, Kevin and I, we were unprepared for what was coming, and we get out there and we see these, like, y'all laugh whenever I say a little John Deere tractor that was souped up that looks like a hot rod, but that's what they look like. Like, some of these, like, I could sell my car for the high-end Kelly Blue Book value and still not even be able to afford one of these garden club And the thing is, the smaller event for the garden club, that's during the day, and then the big event is at night. So you can come out and stay all day long.
Right.
And just like the ranch rodeo, if you want to ride one of those garden tractors, if you want to pull the trailer down the course there, they will totally put you on it and just let you roll out.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
So if you have any questions on that, Branson Area Garden Tractors, they've really built their association. Yeah, they're growing fast.
And again, a lot of young people. Like, so many of the kids are anxious. They're waiting around for the grown folks to finish their first run, boy, so they can hop on and then they can do it. They can try. And you see some of them have their own little small ones and all that stuff. It really is a great atmosphere that you guys have fostered out there.
Well, at Stone County Event Center, it's all about the kids.
Amen to that. Ms. Dede, thank you so much. Y'all check it out, StoneCountyEventCenter.com for more. We're going to be talking about that quite